Hey, what's going on, everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of Reddit topics, see what's been trending over the past couple of days. And yeah, if you guys enjoy daily Dreamlight Valley content, please be sure hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump right into it. All right, we got a post by Yats Cat here that said game changer. Every week I watch the influencers on YouTube, and without fail they say a new item is a game changer. How many of these items are actually game changers? Is this really one of them, or just for the players who have 5+ hours to create their 4,000 moonstone masterpiece? Sure, I got it, but I wonder which items you think were game changers. Obviously the light effects, since it seems if you don't use them, then you're relegated to a score of 1,200 or less moonstones. And they're talking about this new item that is in the shop here. So let's see. Every week I watch the influencers on YouTube. Without fail, they say a new item is a game changer. So I'll admit I'm guilty of saying some items are game changers or referring to them, or maybe, you know, hyping up specific items, because honestly, that's just my honest opinion. If I hype up an item, you know, I really like it, like for myself, like that. It's an incredible item. I will always be very blunt with everything that it comes into the premium shop. And honestly, if anything, I feel like I'm a little too blunt when it comes to my reviews, because if I don't like an outfit, I'm gonna say it. If I don't like a certain item, I'm gonna mention it. Even if it's an item I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy, but I don't really like it, I'm gonna tell you guys. I mean, that's just how I am. So I do those videos not to like persuade anybody to purchase something. There's no benefit from me trying to persuade you to go and like purchase items out of the shop, right? Like it doesn't do anything for me. I don't work for Gameloft. I've never received a penny from Gameloft. You know, they've never given me a free item that they haven't given to everybody else. So I mean, I just do those premium shop reviews so everybody can understand what they're going to be purchasing if they purchase it. So I mean, that's what I strive to do with my videos, and that's what I try to do. I'm not trying to like overhype something or oversell it. Sometimes I get really excited when I see an item that I like, so you know, I may say things like something is a game changer or something, and some things are a game changer when it comes to Dream Snaps. Now, I did see this comment down here where someone has a very interesting theory. They say it's a game changer because they have to. They're basically DLV influencers and their content depends on the game. Of course, they will exaggerate everything. Making basic items look special means more people will buy it. Gameloft makes more money. Gameloft adds more content to the game. More stuff they can talk about. More YouTube videos means more money. I can honestly say with 100% certainty, I have never thought about this way in any way. I've never even thought about the premium shop as a way to generate money for me as a content creator. Let me play a clip from just this past week. Actually, like, yeah, this week's premium shop. And here was my review of the premium shop, and you can decide for yourself. Do you think I'm overhyping and trying to sell items, or did I just show off all the items and then let you decide what you should do with your moonstones? But here is my review. And now that we've pretty much reviewed it all, would I recommend this to anyone? So this outfit I think is pretty good. I think it's cute. I think it's kind of similar to a lot of the outfits we have. If this is your vibe, go for it. It's okay. It's like a 7 out of 10 for me. This piece right here, I love the effect for it. I almost feel like I'm purchasing it mainly for the effect, because 1,500 moonstones just to have plop this thing down. I mean, it would look good maybe at the corner for a dream snap. I mean, the item itself is kind of just weird. It's just a tree stump and some bushes, you know. I'm not really sure what it's from. So I don't know. It's okay. I do like it. And if you're really invested into like dream snaps, you're going to get your moonstones back by using this in a dream snap, because it's really going to enhance a lot of future ones. So I think this is something really worth buying. This house, if you're a huge fan of Enchanted, it's probably a must buy. To me, it's not the best house. I think it's a little too similar to ones that we already have, just in terms of I want to see some really weird different universe houses. It's very cool, but that's expensive. 3,750 is no joke. And then these wings are really cool. I like them, but for 1,750, I need them to be a full outfit. I need the Game Loft to start charging, you know, 1750 for a full set, like a full outfit, because 1750 moonstones is quite a bit. So I can't speak for anyone else, but I can just speak for myself. I'm not trying to persuade anybody to purchase items. If I see something that's a game changer, or, you know, or just is amazing, I'm of course going to let you guys know. Now, to answer the question, how many of these items are actually game changers? Honestly, I would say this one probably was, because not only did it give us where we had the ability to add pedals into our shot, we also have the ability to have like wind effects. So there's specific themes that elevating your dream snap with special effects can make it stand out from others. So imagine you ended up doing a spring blossom photo, or maybe like a Sakura theme type of photo. Having this little wind effect with the petals is probably going to be really cool, especially if you paired it up with some of the Mulan cherry blossom trees, or maybe a fall harvest photo and you have this little wind effect. Something like that's going to be great as well. You know, we had like the confetti cannon. I think that was like a game changer. We also had other items like fireflies and fireworks. And then the pyrotechnic box from the Night Show Star Path. I think that was also a pretty game-changing item. You know, in the premium shop, these items are not just for Dream Snaps. I know I talk a lot about Dream Snaps whenever we get these new items, because I like to reuse them in Dream Snaps to try and get 4,000 again in the future. So I like to decorate, but for the most part, my channel and everything, I like to do dream snaps. That's something I really love to do, and it's something we do every week. It's kind of like the end game for this game. So these items are also for just decorating and stuff. So when, you know, mention something about like game changing or overhype an item, it's mainly because of dream snaps, but you don't need that. There's nothing in the premium shop that is going to change how you experience the game just from decorating and doing things like that. Now, on the next part about players spending 5 hours to get their 4,000 Moonstone Masterpiece, again, I think that one's a little exaggerated, because I don't believe that a lot of players that consistently get 4K anymore really have to spend that much time. I know I spend about an hour and a half on my Dream Snaps max. And even when I'm doing it on stream and I'm, you know, distracted, talking with chat, just hanging out and stuff, we usually have it done always under like an hour and a half as well. The thing about Dream Snaps is it's definitely a learning process. If you're just starting out, it's going to take a while to really get your groove with Dream Snaps, understanding how to compose your shot, mess with the lighting and all things like that. So eventually you'll get better and better, you know, especially as you learn from others, see other Dream Snaps, you know, whether you're voting, watching videos, or interacting in the community. You'll definitely pick up tips here or there, and then you can speed up that process a lot. I don't think it comes down to like having these items. You don't need these special effect items to get a 4K Dream Snap. It's just some items that you could do to make your Dream Snap different. You know, if you're getting tired of using the same items. And then some people really love being creative with Dream Snaps. So some of these special effect items are going to help with that, whether it's wind, lights, sparkles, water effects, bubble effects, things like that. Allows people to be more creative. Imagine if you were like an artist or a painter or something, and you're using the same colors, the same brush over and over. You're going to get bored of it, and then you see a new brush or a new like palette of colors and stuff like that. You're going to want to try it out, but then like it's one of those things that allows you to expand your creativity. So that's why these items are important to pick up if you want to get them. That's why we try to show them off, or we may be like, you know, this is a game-changing item. It's just to let the community know that, hey, this is a pretty cool item. They said, obviously, the light effects, since it seems if you don't use them, you're relegated to a score of 1,200 or less moonstones. Again, I don't agree with this statement either, because there's so many Dream Snaps that don't use any light effects, no sparkles, and nothing, and they get 4,000 moonstones. I bet if we go look at the top 3 this week, they probably don't have that stuff in there. Let's go check it out. Show top submissions. So this was like maybe rank 1 or 2, you know, so I don't think they really have any lighting effects in this one. I don't see any sparkles. I don't see any like flare effects. I mean, they have a ceiling light, but you're indoor. Of course, you want to have some lighting, but other than that, they just added some bubbles. I don't think they really have any special effects at all. The only sparkles I see is from this lily pad item, which obviously comes with them. So You know, you definitely don't need that stuff to get into the top 10 or top 500 or anything like that. We got this one here. Okay, this one's got quite a bit of stuff, but not too much. It doesn't pull away. I mean, it was an outfit challenge. It's nice and clean right here. We do have some confetti on the side. Again, I thought it was a game-changing item. It's definitely something to bring more excitement to Dream Snaps. And then over here, we got, you know, fireworks and stuff. I don't see any lighting effects. Maybe, well, there's some lights here. And then we have like some pink lights, some red lights, a little bit over here. But again, I don't think it's needed. I think even without any flare effects, this one would still rank up there, you know, rank 2. And then we have this one right here. Also, don't really see any lighting effects on this one or sparkles or anything really. So yeah, you definitely don't need all that stuff to be able to rank high in Dream Snaps. These are perfect examples of that. Alrighty, next post by BB Bananas. It says, has anyone else noticed this? The Disney Dreamlight Valley cake is Lilo's cake that Stitch made from Lilo and Stitch. What? I never knew that. This has 1.7 thousand upvotes, so I'm assuming a lot of people didn't know. This is incredible. Wait, that's like the one they always gift out to us as well. Oh my gosh. Thank you for letting me know. I had no idea. I love this. That just makes me appreciate that cake so much more. And that's a good cake. It has like tons of energy as well. That is freaking awesome. Remember those 25 cakes they gave us recently? Man, those like held me over for a while on energy. Up next, we got a post by Ikirika that said the most infuriating thing in DLV. Oh boy. Event post. I had to pause my farming to come post this. Oh no. When you're hanging out with a villager while gardening and you get a glowy yellow hotspot, you're so excited. Yay, extra crops. And not even midway through you frantic picking, the villager decides to level up. So you have to sit there watching the rest of your yellow glowy extra crop goodness burn while they dance and smile about leveling up. Could you not? Could you just wait? I actually know what you mean. You know, I usually level my characters up with like just shiny gifts and stuff. But recently on my new save, there have been times I've been using them for like gardening and stuff. And that has happened to me. And that gave me massive flashbacks to when I first started playing this game. I forgot that was even a thing. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. And with 1.2k upvotes, I can tell the rest of the community can as well. And then we got Flower on the Moor that said, I'm confused. Do I dig it up or water it? Either way, I'm going to need some royal toast. Is that just spray paint on the road? Is that what's going on here? Almost 1,000 upvotes. Has these spots been respawning for anyone since yesterday? I have been having them respawn on my new account. And I thought it was just one, but it's not. I fully cleaned out my valley and I'm 100% positive of that. And they have been respawning for some reason. Doesn't give me any new memories or anything. It's just been dropping me some coins, but I thought that was weird. It literally just started yesterday, which is wild. We got His Girl Friday that said, I finally got to create my flower shop. It is an inside the main room of the flower shop skin, which has the greenhouse next to it. Oh, this is actually really cute. You know, one thing I love about the premium shop is when people take the houses, like the themed house, so the flower house or the greenhouse house, and they go and create the inside to mimic it. So this actually looks like a flower shop. Look, they have the counter, the daisy register. They even have like the little Mickey phone piece right here. But look at all of even the wallpaper is perfect for this build. Dang, you did an incredible job with this. I see you got the Star Path item from last Star Path. We got, oh, those windows are actually a really good touch. Hold up, this is an incredible build. I love like the little sacks on the ground. You even got the baskets, even just drop patches of soil in here. You did an amazing job with this. You should definitely be proud of it. We got a post by Pantonator here that said, anybody else? Animal Crossing players when Dreamlight Valley dropped. Oh, no, I don't want to play with you anymore. How was it for a lot of you? To be fair, Animal Crossing had one of the strongest like runs in a long time. Like it did its thing, all right? It also made a lot of people into gamers that normally were not gamers. And it came during like the perfect time and stuff. I can't wait for a new Animal Crossing game. I'm going to be all over it. I can't wait to play it. Hopefully in the next 5 years they end up making one. I do believe that we're going to get one. Probably not this year. Maybe not even next year. But I think another one is on the horizon. And the last post we're going to take a look at is by Florshy Pop here that said, Game Lock, pretty pleased with cherries on top. I need them. We have Hades and we're getting Aurora. Give me my first ever ship, Bleak. You know, I think we'll get Hercules and Megra in the valley at some point. I'm hoping they're going to be part of the free content and not DLC. That way we can continue to use them in quest. But imagine if like Hercules actually had his little glow on him. He would look so cool, especially if he was like very bright. Imagine just seeing him running around in the valley and he's just glowing like the freaking sun. I'd be hyped for it. We already have her dress. Imagine if we got her hairstyle though. You know, after they try to tackle Jasmine's hairstyle, they may look at hers and be like, nah, we're not touching that. That looks too complicated. But I think they could pull it off. They're pretty talented. Alrighty, guys, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have the best day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.